Hello there. Welcome, and thank you for drifting in with us tonight. Tonight, we're not looking at ordinary space weather or familiar cometary paths. Instead, we're stepping into a realm that combines fact, observation, and the subtle speculation of what might be the universe's more unsettling possibilities. Imagine standing on a quiet ridge, the night sky stretching infinitely above you, the air cool, slightly crisp, carrying a faint scent of soil and distant rain. The stars are scattered across a velvet blackness, sparkling like faraway lanterns, each one reminding you of the immensity of space and of how small yet curious we are. And now picture, quietly moving among the stars, 3I Atlas. Not a distant twinkle, not a comet easily ignored. It is hurtling toward us on a trajectory so precise and so indifferent that it seems almost purposeful, though we know it isn't. Its icy surface glimmers faintly in the light of distant suns it has passed, carrying with it billions of years of cosmic history, traveling in silence through space, unobserved by life anywhere until now. This is the story of 3I Atlas and the thought experiment that comes with it. The worst possible scenario. Could a visitor like this, small in scale yet vast in potential, bring disruption, change, or even challenge our understanding of planetary safety? Tonight, we explore not fear for its own sake, but curiosity, science, and the poetic meditation of imagining what might unfold if chance aligned just so. Imagine, for a moment, standing beneath its faint tail, feeling the hum of interstellar dust particles brushing the air, seeing its icy nucleus sparkle faintly like a jewel that has traveled billions of kilometers. The questions arise slowly, gently, almost imperceptibly. Could such an object impact Earth? Could it alter climates, oceans, or orbits in ways subtle and profound? Could it teach us about the fragility of our systems, or about the incredible resilience required to survive in a universe that does not pause for observation? I want you to feel the quiet thrill of speculation as it settles in your mind. Perhaps you're listening late at night, lights dimmed, a gentle fan humming in the background. Here we are, discussing a comet older than our sun, perhaps older than our solar system itself, and yet we share this same moment, quietly imagining trajectories, consequences, and possibilities. Your own heartbeat, soft and steady, synchronizes with the slow drift of cosmic time, and suddenly, the universe feels both vast and intimate at once. 3. Atlas is not malevolent, not intentional, yet imagining its potential effects requires the same care, curiosity, and precision that scientists use when calculating its orbit. Its speed, its composition, its trajectory, all are measurable, yet their implications invite reflection, philosophy, and the gentle thrill of pondering what might happen if an improbable event occurs. Could it pass by unnoticed? Could it be a catalyst for discovery, or a quiet instigator of change on scales we can barely comprehend? Before we begin, I'd love to know where you are tonight, what time it is, and how your mind settles when contemplating the vastness of space. Funny, isn't it? We are discussing billions of kilometers, interstellar objects, and worst-case scenarios. Yet your own quiet presence, your attention, is part of this exploration. No matter where or when you are, I'm glad you're here. And perhaps, if you feel like it, leave a gentle comment, just a whisper in the digital cosmos. So, settle in, dim the lights, let your thoughts slow, and allow yourself to drift alongside 3I divided by Atlas. Feel its silent motion, trace its trajectory through imagination, and let the possibilities, both subtle and extreme, unfold gently. Tonight, we explore not only the physical science, but the philosophy, speculation, and poetic contemplation of what the universe might reveal if the unthinkable were to happen. Because before we can understand the worst possible scenario, we must first appreciate how fragile, intricate, and wondrous our cosmic neighborhood truly is. Imagine the quiet excitement in observatories worldwide as 3I Atlas is detected, hurtling toward the solar system, a visitor from deep space with unknown potential. You can almost hear the gentle hum of electronics, telescopes pivoting as scientists whisper to one another, noting brightness, trajectory, and composition with awe and care. Outside, the night air is cool and still, carrying the faint scent of dew and distant earth, grounding your senses while your imagination drifts alongside this interstellar traveler. Stars in line, tails shine, comet drifts through cosmic brine. You might picture the comet moving silently past Jupiter's orbit, a streak of light indifferent to human curiosity, yet perfectly positioned to capture our attention. Its icy nucleus glimmers faintly, reflecting sunlight that has traveled billions of kilometers to reach our solar system. You can feel the tension between its delicate beauty and the subtle anxiety it inspires, a reminder that even objects smaller than mountains can carry unimaginable energy. Dust in flight, silver light, comet glides past planet's sight. Imagine astronomers recording each photon, translating faint reflections into spectra, chemical signatures, and trajectories, all while the comet drifts without awareness. Its hyperbolic orbit indicates it is a one-time visitor, but in that brief encounter lies a wealth of questions. Could it interact with planets or moons? Could its material subtly perturb asteroid belts? The possibilities stretch across imagination and physics alike. Glint on ice, rolling dice, comet drifts past stars precise. You can almost sense its journey from distant star systems, through interstellar space, over billions of years, finally intersecting with our solar system. Its path is a silent narrative, a story of travel and endurance, indifferent to human timelines, yet capable of inspiring endless speculation. You might imagine researchers quietly debating whether any anomalies in its tail could hint at unusual properties or cosmic accidents waiting to happen. Tail in sweep, shadows creep, comet drifts through silence deep. You picture the comet's fine dust interacting with solar wind, forming a faint ethereal veil that stretches millions of kilometers. Each particle is ancient, possibly older than the sun itself, carrying traces of chemicals from its birthplace, waiting to mingle with the environments of our own planetary neighborhood. Observers marvel at the contrast between its serene glide and the potential energy it embodies. Ice in trace, silent grace, comet drifts through empty space. You might imagine 3I Atlas as a messenger from time itself, its motion precise, yet unknowable in its subtle influences. The comet's approach encourages a gentle meditation on probability, chance, and the hidden forces of the cosmos. Could it collide with a small asteroid, sending fragments hurtling into the inner solar system? Could its tail, brushed by the solar wind, seed planets with unknown materials? The questions ripple quietly, like a gentle wake in an ocean of night. Light bends slow, whispers flow, comet drifts as mysteries grow. You picture students, hobbyists, and enthusiasts watching simulations, imagining the comet's trajectory, tracing its orbit across the black velvet sky. The tension between the familiar our planets, the Sun, and the alien three, I Atlas, foreign, ancient, and indifferent, creates a gentle thrill, a poetic space for curiosity and reflection. Each observation becomes a meditative act, a quiet participation in cosmic history, orbit traced, speed embraced, comet drifts with patient haste. You imagine instruments precisely measuring its mass, size, and velocity, calculations ticking quietly in labs around the world. Its hyperbolic path suggests it will leave the solar system, yet the brief visit is enough to inspire deep consideration of worst-case scenarios, probabilities, and interstellar interactions. Even imagining the unlikely possibilities, your mind drifts gently, balancing awe with subtle humor at the cosmic scale. Gleam in sky, wonder high, comet drifts where planets lie. You can almost feel the shared human fascination. Observers separated by continents, yet united in quiet attention, their thoughts and instruments converging on a single icy wanderer. Each photon collected, each image analyzed, adds a note to the slow, harmonious symphony of curiosity. The comet is indifferent to our fascination, yet perfectly suited to inspire reflection, calm speculation, and gentle awe. So tonight, as you follow 3i Atlas's approach, let your imagination drift alongside it. Picture its icy surface shimmering, its tail stretching faintly behind, and its silent motion through the void. Allow yourself to feel both the wonder and the subtle tension, the beauty and the quiet contemplation of what might be, while letting your mind float in calm meditation with the comet, tracing the possibilities of a visitor older than our solar system, carrying energy, history, and questions across the vast emptiness of space. Calculations reveal its hyperbolic path, suggesting it will pass near planets and moons, giving scientists a narrow window to observe its behavior. You can almost feel the tension in observatories around the world, instruments humming softly, analysts leaning over glowing screens, tracing lines of light that represent billions of kilometers of travel. Outside, the night air is crisp and calm, carrying the faint scent of Earth and distant ozone, while your imagination follows 3i Atlas as it moves silently through the solar system, indifferent, yet immensely consequential, path in sight, timing tight, comet drifts through cosmic night. Imagine the comet's journey, a hyperbolic arc that brushes past planetary orbits with a precision that seems almost deliberate, though we know it is entirely natural. Its speed, measured carefully in kilometers per second, dwarfs anything we can easily grasp. Yet your mind can slow time gently, tracing its path like a slow ribbon unfurling across the sky. The comet's approach is fleeting, yet it carries with it both beauty and the faintest hint of uncertainty, a cosmic whisper of what might happen. You can picture scientists calculating windows for observation, plotting how long the comet will remain visible, how it might interact with solar radiation, and whether its tail could intersect the paths of moons or small asteroids. Each calculation is precise, almost ritualistic, a meditative interplay between human curiosity and celestial mechanics. Outside, the leaves stir softly in the night breeze, grounding your senses as your mind drifts along with the comet. Time and space, delicate lace, comet drifts at measured pace. You imagine 3i Atlas gliding past Mars's orbit, near Jupiter, or threading through regions filled with faint debris, every kilometer of motion mapped and modeled. The hyperbolic path ensures it will not remain, yet, in the short window of observation, the comet becomes an ephemeral teacher, revealing both the precision and the chaos inherent in celestial mechanics. Your mind follows its arc, a gentle exploration of trajectories and timing, patience and chance. Distance is vast, shadows cast, comet drifts through futures past. You might picture a simulation room, scientists adjusting parameters, calculating orbital perturbations, imagining what might occur if 3I Atlas were slightly faster, slightly slower, or on a marginally altered path. Each scenario remains theoretical, yet even these exercises create a soft tension, a meditation on probability, potential, and the incredible precision of the universe. Orbit traced, moments paced, comet drifts with quiet grace. You can almost feel the invisible forces tugging at it, the sun's gravity, subtle pulls from planets, and the faint push of solar radiation. Each of these forces nudges it imperceptibly, yet over millions of kilometers, these nudges shape its trajectory with exacting elegance. You imagine floating alongside it, sensing the invisible lines of influence, the push and pull of forces that extend across space, linking planets, moons, and comets in a delicate dance. Speed and light, silent flight, comet drifts through endless night. You might imagine watching the tail develop as it nears the sun, tiny particles sublimating and tracing faint lines across the void. These ephemeral traces are like brushstrokes in a cosmic painting, marking the brief moments of its passage through our solar system. Even as it passes swiftly, the observations capture subtle hints of its composition, trajectory, and potential interactions. Each measurement a gentle footprint in space and time. Precision hums, science drums, comet drifts, and questions come. You can picture the public following live updates, graphs, and images projected onto screens. Viewers imagining the comet's path through their own mental maps of the solar system. It is a shared experience, connecting observers from multiple continents through a combination of science and imagination. The hyperbolic path is as humbling as it is mesmerizing, a reminder of how fleeting and delicate observation can be. Stars align, trajectories fine, comet drifts through space's design. You might consider the poetic rhythm of its motion, how timing and space converge to create a unique moment for observation. 3I Atlas moves with quiet indifference, yet its path draws together scientists, enthusiasts, and dreamers alike, creating a shared meditation on speed, distance, and the subtle consequences of interstellar wanderers. So tonight, as you follow 3I Atlas along its hyperbolic trajectory, let your mind drift alongside it. Picture each planet it approaches, each moon it brushes by, and the fleeting window in which human observation can capture its presence. Feel the rhythm of space and time, the delicate interplay of gravity and motion, and the quiet thrill of watching a traveler older than our sun pass silently through our cosmic neighborhood, leaving questions, wonder, and a gentle trace of awe behind. Early estimates suggest 3I Atlas is unusually large, prompting scientists to consider what its sheer mass might mean if a close encounter occurs. You can almost feel the weight of imagination pressing gently against your mind as you picture a massive, icy body hurtling through space, indifferent to planets, moons, or human curiosity. Outside, the night air is cool and still, carrying the subtle scent of pine and earth, grounding your senses as your thoughts stretch across billions of kilometers to follow this interstellar traveler. Mass so vast, shadows cast, comet drifts from ages past. Imagine the icy nucleus, kilometers wide, tumbling slowly and silently through the void. Its surface reflects distant starlight, glimmering faintly, yet the mass it carries is immense, far exceeding any ordinary comet observed within our solar system. Even a minor gravitational interaction with a planet could ripple subtly through orbits, nudging moons or sending tiny debris on new paths. You sense the quiet tension in knowing that size and speed combined make 3I Atlas, a study in cosmic scale, a meditation on energy and possibility. Volume dense, universe tense, comet drifts through space immense. You might picture scientists calculating its density, gravitational influence, and potential kinetic energy, scribbling equations on whiteboards, adjusting parameters, imagining different scenarios. Its mass alone evokes awe. A single collision with an asteroid or minor planet could release energy equivalent to millions of tons of TNT, though the probability is low. The mind gently ponders, aware that the universe is generous with size, yet patient with its consequences. Weight in flight, icy might, comet drifts beyond human sight. You imagine 3I Atlas moving past Jupiter or Saturn, its gravitational pull imperceptible to human senses, yet enough to subtly influence distant smaller bodies. Even from a distance, its mass becomes a teacher, offering lessons in scale, momentum, and the delicate interactions that govern celestial mechanics. Each calculation is precise, yet each moment of imagination is meditative, connecting your mind with cosmic rhythms. Core so cold, ancient, old. Comet drifts with stories untold. Picture astronomers modeling what might happen if a fragment breaks off from the nucleus. Tiny shards of ice and rock trailing behind in arcs, influenced by solar radiation and gravity. Each fragment could interact differently with the solar system, a gentle reminder of complexity, chaos, and the elegance of natural forces. Your imagination traces these possibilities, drifting alongside the comet as it moves silently through space. Icy span, gravity's plan, comet drifts beyond our scan. You might picture satellites and telescopes tracking 3I Atlas as scientists debate potential risks and observation priorities. Its mass informs calculations for kinetic energy, gravitational influence, and possible near misses. Yet even the most extreme scenarios remain largely speculative. The balance between probability and consequence is a quiet meditation, a gentle tension between curiosity and caution. Massive drift, forces shift, comet drifts through cosmic rift. Imagine the sheer scale of energy it carries, simply by virtue of its size and speed. Its hyperbolic trajectory amplifies the thought. Even if it passes safely, understanding its mass helps prepare for hypothetical impacts elsewhere. The comet becomes a teacher, demonstrating physics, scale, and the poetry of massive objects moving silently across the galaxy. Shadow wide, forces guide, comet drifts past planet's side. You can almost feel the subtle rhythm of gravitational interactions, the gentle tugging that shapes paths over millions of kilometers. 3I Atlas's mass is both benign and awe-inspiring, creating scenarios that remain theoretical, yet allow your mind to explore the delicate balance of motion, energy, and potential consequences across interstellar distances. Cold and dense, immense suspense, comet drifts through quiet sense. You might picture future researchers refining models as new observations arrive, gradually reducing uncertainty and imagining trajectories with greater precision. Even the tiniest deviation in mass or velocity could alter long-term predictions, a quiet reminder that the universe is both precise and chaotic, allowing space for curiosity and contemplation. So tonight, as you drift alongside 3I Atlas, consider its immense size and mass. Feel the quiet weight of possibility, the subtle energy it carries, and the meditative balance between potential hazard and cosmic beauty. Let your imagination float alongside this interstellar traveler, tracing its silent journey, contemplating its presence, and feeling the gentle awe of a body that is vast, ancient, and quietly indifferent to everything except the laws of physics that govern its motion through the endless expanse of space. Spectroscopy shows ice, carbon compounds, and traces of organic molecules, hinting at both natural origins and the potential effects of material released near planetary bodies. You can almost feel the quiet fascination as your mind drifts alongside 3I Atlas, imagining each molecule embedded in its icy nucleus, frozen in time and space for billions of years. Outside, the night air is crisp and still, carrying the subtle scent of dew and distant pine, grounding you while your thoughts trace chemical signatures across unimaginable distances. Ice in trace, molecules race, comet drifts through void and space. Picture the comet moving past the sun, sunlight gently sublimating ice and releasing particles that carry the history of its journey. Carbon compounds, perhaps older than Earth itself, drift quietly behind in the tail, forming a delicate, luminous veil, stretching millions of kilometers. Each particle is a messenger, hinting at the environments from which 3I Atlas originated, carrying clues about star systems, cosmic chemistry, and the building blocks of life itself. Organic trace, ancient grace, comet drifts through endless space. Imagine spectrographs capturing faint light, converting it into data streams that reveal complex molecules, hydrocarbons, water ice, and even simple amino acids. Each observation is a quiet marvel, a bridge between human curiosity and the vast, indifferent cosmos. Scientists note the potential consequences if such materials were delivered to a planet's atmosphere or surface tiny contributions that might, over eons, influence chemical processes or even seed prebiotic reactions. Particles hum, scientists come, comet drifts where photons strum. You can imagine researchers modeling the interactions between sublimated gases and planetary magnetospheres, considering how the tail's particles could slowly disperse across orbits. Even if 3I Atlas passes harmlessly, its chemical footprint becomes a study in probability, energy, and the subtle ways the universe distributes material across vast distances. Each new measurement adds texture to the story, allowing your imagination to drift alongside the comet's silent chemical narrative. Frozen ice, compound splice, comet drifts through quiet slice. Picture instruments measuring isotopic ratios, teasing apart the origins of carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen. These details hint at ancient stellar nurseries, cosmic collisions, and interstellar chemistry that has unfolded over billions of years. The comet becomes a frozen archive, a gentle reminder that the materials making up planets, atmospheres, and perhaps life itself are scattered generously across the galaxy, waiting to interact in unpredictable ways. Tail in glow, molecules flow, comet drifts through light's soft show. You might imagine the comet's icy particles catching sunlight and forming faint glimmers visible to telescopes on Earth. Each glint carries the story of composition, history, and motion, allowing observers to reconstruct events from distances and timescales beyond human experience. It is both a scientific and meditative act, tracing molecules across space while your mind drifts alongside them, following patterns that are at once complex and serene. Carbon trace, subtle grace, comet drifts in endless space. Imagine observing interactions between solar radiation and volatile compounds, watching the faint emissions of water, CO2, and organics as they form the thin, streaming tail. These gases may contribute minor amounts of material to planetary environments, influencing upper atmospheres or magnetospheres in ways that are largely undetectable, but scientifically intriguing. Your imagination floats in tandem with these delicate processes, a quiet reflection on cause, effect, and cosmic subtlety. Dust and ice, tiny slice, comet drifts beyond our eyes. You can picture organic molecules interacting with interstellar radiation, slowly evolving as they travel, carrying information about cosmic chemistry. 3i Atlas is a slow-moving teacher, demonstrating through presence and material composition how the universe builds complexity, distributes matter, and sets the stage for processes that may eventually intersect with planetary systems. Molecules drift, energies lift, comet drifts through cosmic gift. You imagine the tail as a soft, flowing stream, invisible to the naked eye, but rich in history and meaning. Scientists and enthusiasts alike follow the subtle clues, tracing chemical fingerprints, imagining scenarios in which such materials contribute to planetary processes. The comet is both distant and intimate, carrying billions of years of history, while inviting your mind to explore, wonder, and reflect. So tonight, as you drift alongside 3i Atlas, let your imagination trace the icy nucleus, the carbon compounds, and the faint traces of organic molecules in its tail. Feel the slow, patient distribution of material across space, the quiet poetry of chemical processes unfolding over eons, and the gentle reminder that even a comet passing harmlessly can teach lessons about origins, chemistry, and the subtle interconnections that tie planets, stars, and molecules together in the grand, silent rhythm of the cosmos. Traveling faster than most known comets, its velocity implies that even minor gravitational interactions could lead to amplified effects over time. You can almost feel the rush of motion as 3i Atlas slices through space, indifferent to planets, moons, or human timelines, yet carrying with it a subtle potential that demands curiosity. Outside, the night air is calm, with the faint scent of damp earth and distant ozone, grounding your senses while your imagination drifts alongside this cosmic traveler. Velocity high, comets fly, comet drifts through endless sky. Imagine tracing its trajectory as it moves past planetary orbits, each second stretching billions of kilometers. Its speed is both precise and indifferent, a reminder that even minor nudges from gravitational forces could ripple outward, creating subtle, amplified effects over time. You feel a gentle thrill imagining how energy and motion propagate silently through the solar system, invisible yet real. Momentum hums, cosmic drums, comet drifts past planets' thumbs. You might picture scientists calculating the comet's kinetic energy, noting how the combination of mass and velocity creates forces far beyond ordinary comprehension. Even small deviations in orbit or interactions with solar radiation could subtly shift its path, like a pebble nudging a slowly moving avalanche. The balance between predictability and uncertainty is a quiet meditation on physics, probability, and cosmic scale. Speed in flight, distant light, Comet drifts through cosmic night. Imagine observing the comet's motion through telescopes, plotting each kilometer, and calculating future positions with precision. Its velocity ensures it will leave the solar system eventually, yet during its brief passage, the potential for interactions, tiny gravitational tugs, collisions with micrometeoroids, or perturbations to asteroid belts creates endless possibilities for reflection. Your mind drifts alongside these forces, feeling both awe and serenity. Tail in sweep, forces creep, comet drifts while planets sleep. You can picture three eye atlas moving past Jupiter, Saturn, or Mars, each planet's gravity providing a gentle tug on its icy body. These subtle interactions, imperceptible to the naked eye, can amplify over time, altering trajectories of smaller bodies or sending debris on new paths. Even in the quiet of night, this dynamic is poetic, a delicate dance of mass, motion, and time, played out on a scale far beyond human perception. Kinetic thrust, energy's gust, comet drifts through cosmic dust. Imagine the tail streaming behind it, particles released slowly as sunlight warms its surface. Each particle carries momentum, adding to the gentle influence it exerts on surrounding space. Scientists model these interactions, imagining scenarios in which tiny nudges accumulate, potentially affecting minor asteroids or shaping the outer solar system's architecture in ways subtle yet measurable. Your mind floats with these possibilities, a quiet meditation on cause, effect, and cosmic rhythm. Speed so vast, echoes past, comet drifts from first to last. You might picture three eye atlas as a messenger of energy, a traveler that reminds us of the scale and power of motion in the universe. Its velocity allows only a brief encounter with planets, yet during that time, the physics of speed and mass interact silently, producing small effects that ripple outward. The comet is a gentle teacher, demonstrating that even brief events can have long-reaching consequences in the quiet rhythm of space. Force in flow, systems know, comet drifts as energies grow. Imagine tracking its motion over weeks, calculating trajectories, and simulating interactions with known celestial bodies. Its speed emphasizes the importance of timing, probability, and observation. A slight miscalculation, a minor perturbation, and the resulting chain reaction could create effects far from the initial path. Even in these worst-case contemplations, the elegance of physics is apparent, a quiet reassurance in the predictability of universal laws. Momentum hums, quiet drums, comet drifts through cosmic sums. You can picture observers imagining future encounters, hypothetical collisions, or the redistribution of debris, all while appreciating the subtle poetry of speed, motion, and time. Each second of observation adds clarity, yet the comet's velocity ensures that some mysteries remain, a gentle reminder that even precise science meets the limits of chance and scale. So tonight, as you follow three eye atlas's rapid journey through space, imagine the velocity, the momentum, and the silent forces at play. Picture the comet gliding past planets, carrying energy, history, and subtle influence, while your mind drifts alongside it. Feel the rhythm of motion, the gentle pulse of gravitational interactions, and the serene awe of a traveler whose speed reminds us both of the vastness of the universe and the delicate interplay of forces that shape it quietly, invisibly, yet beautifully. While probabilities are low, theoretical models examine scenarios where three eye atlas might intersect with Earth or Mars, prompting fascinating what-if exercises. You can almost feel the gentle tension in your mind as you imagine an icy interstellar traveler, billions of kilometers from its origin, moving with silent precision through space, carrying the faint potential for consequence. Outside, the night is calm, with a crisp breeze brushing against the trees, grounding you in the familiar as your imagination drifts across the solar system. Chants in flight, shadows light, comet drifts through quiet night. You might picture scientists running simulations, adjusting trajectories by fractions of a percent, imagining what might occur if 3I Atlas's path shifted ever so slightly. Even a near miss could create cascading effects on small celestial bodies, nudging asteroids or influencing meteor streams. A gentle reminder that energy and probability are inseparably entwined. Your mind follows the comet as it moves silently, indifferent yet perfectly suited to inspire both curiosity and reflection. Ice and dust, fleeting thrust, comet drifts through cosmic gust. Imagine the comet's approach to Mars, skimming past at millions of kilometers per hour. Even if no collision occurs, scientists note that gravitational interactions could perturb orbits of moons or nearby asteroids subtly. Each scenario is a meditation on scale, small shifts amplified over millions of kilometers, reminding you that space is both vast and delicately balanced. Tail in gleam, silent stream, comet drifts through sunlight's beam. You can visualize 3I Atlas shedding particles as it warms, forming a delicate, ephemeral tail of ice, dust, and gas. These particles could intersect planetary atmospheres or orbiting satellites in ways imperceptible yet scientifically fascinating. Even hypothetical impacts become exercises in calm observation, a gentle exploration of probability, energy, and the subtle poetry of celestial mechanics. Massive core, energies pour, comet drifts past planetary door. Picture Earth rotating silently beneath its path, oceans and continents, unaware of a visitor passing millions of kilometers away. The comet's potential impact is remote, yet imagining it allows your mind to trace cause and effect, how a small change in trajectory could amplify through orbital mechanics, energy transfer, or meteor showers. It is both a scientific inquiry and a meditative reflection on cosmic interconnectedness. Velocity high, shadows fly, comet drifts past planets nigh. You might imagine observers charting hypothetical entry angles, impact energy, and dispersal patterns, modeling outcomes ranging from minor atmospheric perturbations to, in extreme scenarios, localized energy release. The key is perspective. Even the most extreme what-if exercises remain a gentle meditation on probability, scale, and the subtle rhythms of the universe. Ice in flight, gleaming white, comet drifts through endless night. You can picture 3I Atlas passing Mars's orbit, Jupiter's domain, or even near Earth's gravitational influence, while your mind gently follows the mathematics of motion. Scientists consider kinetic energy, velocity, and mass, transforming distant observations into understanding, all while the comet remains blissfully unaware of its effect on human imagination. Gravitational sway, subtle play, comet drifts through cosmic ballet. Imagine tiny asteroids nudged ever so slightly by 3I Atlas's presence, particles shifted into new orbits over millions of years. Even if it never directly impacts a planet, its passage illustrates the delicate dance of forces that govern space, a ballet both predictable and endlessly surprising. You feel the serenity of observation, balanced by the gentle thrill of possibility. Distance traced, energies faced, comet drifts through time and space. You might picture computer simulations projecting outcomes decades or centuries into the future, each scenario building a richer understanding of probability and consequence. The comet becomes a teacher of patience, precision, and the subtle beauty of motion, offering lessons without urgency, without alarm, yet profoundly engaging in its quiet potential. So tonight, as you imagine the potential for impact of 3I Atlas, let your thoughts drift alongside its icy nucleus and faint tail. Picture its passage near Earth, Mars, and countless other celestial bodies. Feel the rhythm of gravitational forces, the subtle distribution of mass and energy, and the quiet interplay of probabilities. Allow yourself to explore the what-if scenarios with curiosity, awe, and meditative calm, recognizing that even the most remote possibilities can inspire reflection on scale, fragility, and the elegant complexity of the cosmos. Even passing at a distance, its mass could subtly alter orbits of smaller bodies, nudging asteroids or moons in ways that ripple through the solar system. You can almost feel the imperceptible pull of 3I Atlas as it moves past planets, a gentle force acting across millions of kilometers, invisible yet undeniable in its effect. Outside, the night air is calm, carrying the faint scent of earth and cool dew, grounding you while your imagination drifts alongside this silent traveler, tracing gravitational lines that stretch across the void. Pull and sway, night and day, comet drifts where moons play. Imagine the delicate ballet of asteroids and moons responding ever so slightly to the comet's mass. Even a minor nudge could adjust orbits imperceptibly at first, but over months and years, these shifts accumulate, subtly reshaping local systems. You might picture scientists calculating these trajectories, translating invisible forces into graphs, equations, and gentle meditations on cause and effect. Invisible force, gentle course, comet drifts with quiet source. You can picture Jupiter's moons, each spinning gracefully, responding to the faint tug of 3I Atlas's passing. The comet's hyperbolic trajectory ensures it won't linger, yet during its brief passage, every particle of mass contributes to gravitational interactions, no matter how subtle. Your mind follows these minute forces, a quiet meditation on scale, precision, and cosmic patience. Mass in flight, silent might, comet drifts past planet's sight. Imagine the ripple effects extending outward, small asteroids nudged, dust streams slightly perturbed, and even distant Kuiper Belt objects influenced by the comet's gravitational pull. Each subtle adjustment is a tiny whisper of energy, invisible to the naked eye yet meaningful over cosmic distances. You feel the gentle thrill of observation and imagination intertwined, tracing invisible paths that shape our solar system. Orbits bend, forces blend, comet drifts with edges penned. You might picture satellites and space probes, gently noting tiny changes in the orbits of minor bodies, the comet's mass leaving a soft fingerprint on the system. Even if the effects are small, the study of these interactions allows scientists to better understand dynamics, stability, and chaos in planetary systems. Your thoughts drift with these forces, a quiet, contemplative journey alongside 3I Atlas. Tug in space, subtle grace, comet drifts through silent place. Imagine moons adjusting imperceptibly, asteroids shifting slightly, while the comet continues its swift, silent journey. Gravitational influence is cumulative, patient, and elegant. The universe's quiet reminder that even a fleeting visitor can have long-reaching consequences. You can almost feel the rhythm of these interactions, a gentle pulse of energy linking distant objects across millions of kilometers. Energy hums, motion drums, comet drifts, where orbit comes. You might picture simulations running in laboratories, plotting every possible perturbation, tracing chains of influence that extend far beyond the comet's path. Even if no immediate catastrophe occurs, these exercises deepen understanding, inspire curiosity, and provide a gentle, meditative appreciation for the interconnectedness of planetary systems. Subtle nudge, silent judge, comet drifts past cosmic fudge. You can imagine future scientists looking back, analyzing data from 3I Atlas to refine models of orbital mechanics, and perhaps discovering that even the faintest tug had implications for small bodies far from Earth. The gentle interplay of gravity, mass, and motion is at once precise, predictable, and endlessly beautiful, allowing your imagination to drift in sync with the comet's trajectory. Moonlight glint, orbits squint, comet drifts with patient hint. Imagine standing on a planet, watching distant moons subtly adjust their paths, a movement imperceptible in real time, but profound over centuries. 3. Atlas is a quiet teacher, demonstrating that even distant mass carries influence, that motion in space is interconnected, and that patience, observation, and reflection reveal the universe's gentle choreography. So tonight, as you drift alongside 3I Atlas, consider the invisible ripples it leaves behind. Picture asteroids nudged, moons subtly shifted, and the long, slow accumulation of gravitational effects across the solar system. Feel the serene rhythm of these forces, the quiet interplay of mass and motion, and the gentle awe of a visitor whose mere presence, even at a distance, leaves a lasting impression on the delicate cosmic dance of planets, moons, and minor bodies. As it nears the sun, sublimation could create streams of dust and gas that interact with planetary atmospheres or magnetic fields. You can almost feel the gentle drift of particles, tiny icy fragments escaping from 3I Atlas, carried on invisible currents of solar radiation and gravity. Outside, the night air is crisp, faintly scented with earth and cool dew, grounding you as your imagination drifts alongside this silent traveler, tracing the delicate streams that unfold behind it. Ice in flight, morning light, comet drifts through solar might. Picture the comet's surface warming, ice transforming directly into vapor, releasing clouds of dust that catch the sunlight and shimmer faintly against the backdrop of space. Each particle moves independently, yet remains connected to the comet's trajectory, forming long, elegant tails that stretch millions of kilometers, a delicate signature of its journey. The motion is mesmerizing, quiet, and meditative, a dance of matter tracing a path older than planets themselves. Gas in plume, subtle bloom, comet drifts through interstellar room. You might imagine scientists observing the comet with telescopes, recording the spectral signatures of water vapor, carbon dioxide, and organic molecules. Each observation is a note in the slow symphony of understanding, revealing both the composition of the comet and the forces shaping it. Even the smallest particles hold significance, hinting at distant star systems, primordial chemistry, and processes that predate our solar system. Tail in glow, winds that blow, comet drifts where particles flow. You can visualize these dust streams interacting with planetary magnetic fields, tiny invisible currents nudging electrons and ions in atmospheres. While the effect on planets is subtle, it is measurable and scientifically intriguing, offering a meditative opportunity to consider how even small interactions can ripple through a system over time. Your mind drifts alongside these particles, floating in tandem with their slow, deliberate journey. Sublime trace, frozen lace, comet drifts through empty space. Imagine 3I Atlas moving past Mercury, Venus, and Earth, shedding tiny fragments that drift harmlessly, yet reveal the comet's chemical story. Each release of dust and gas is a gentle whisper of its past, a quiet archive of environments and conditions it has passed through. Even hypothetical impacts of these particles with planetary atmospheres are exercises in careful calculation, a meditative exploration of probability, physics, and cosmic rhythm. Light in stream, tails that gleam, comet drifts through solar beam. You might picture satellites monitoring the subtle influx of dust, measuring interactions with magnetic fields, or tracing faint changes in charged particles. Each measurement is a reminder that even fleeting, delicate processes can be significant when observed with patience, curiosity, and attention to detail. The comet becomes both teacher and companion in this quiet meditation, guiding your mind through invisible dynamics. Ice to gas, subtle mass, comet drifts through solar glass. You can imagine the organic compounds escaping alongside dust, tracing patterns across space that could, in theory, seed planetary surfaces or atmospheres with molecules that participate in chemical reactions. The scale is immense, yet the individual processes are delicate and slow, allowing your imagination to wander through both grandeur and intimacy simultaneously. Each particle is a story, a piece of cosmic history drifting quietly in the void. Particles sway, photons play, comet drifts through brightened day. You might consider how these sublimated streams contribute to meteor showers or faint auroras, subtle traces of interstellar chemistry interacting with planetary environments. Even as 3I Atlas continues its rapid journey out of the solar system, its ephemeral tail leaves lasting clues, offering opportunities to reflect on the fragility, persistence, and interconnectedness of celestial mechanics. Trail in wind, motions pinned, comet drifts with secrets thinned. Imagine observing these processes from Earth, plotting interactions over weeks and months, seeing the tail evolve, and sensing the quiet poetry in matter moving across vast distances. Each observation becomes a meditation on scale, subtlety, and the unseen dynamics of space. 3I Atlas is both distant and intimate, invisible yet impactful, in the gentle ways its dust and gas interact with the environment it passes through. So tonight, as you drift alongside 3I Atlas, let your imagination trace the streams of sublimated dust and gas stretching into space. Picture each particle floating silently, each molecule hinting at chemical histories, interstellar origins, and gentle interactions with planetary fields. Feel the rhythm of these processes, the elegance of their motion, and the meditative beauty of a comet, leaving traces of its passage, reminding you of the delicate balance, quiet poetry, and interconnectedness of our cosmic neighborhood. Current and future spacecraft could face tiny but cumulative hazards from debris and radiation released by 3I Atlas. You can almost feel the careful anticipation in mission control rooms, as engineers and scientists monitor the comet's approach, calculating trajectories, shielding requirements, and potential interactions. Outside, the night air is calm and still, carrying the faint scent of Earth and distant rain. grounding you while your imagination drifts alongside the icy traveler and the fragile vessels humans have sent into space. Particles drift, signals lift, comet drifts through cosmic rift. Imagine satellites orbiting Earth, their instruments silently humming, encountering microparticles shed from 3I Atlas. Each fragment is tiny, almost imperceptible, yet traveling at high velocity. Over time, even small debris could interact with sensitive components, nudging trajectories or creating tiny surface impacts. You picture scientists running simulations, measuring risk, and planning contingencies, all while the comet drifts on, indifferent to human ingenuity. Radiation hums, atmosphere drums, comet drifts as orbit comes. You might visualize energetic particles released by sublimating gases, interacting with magnetic fields, producing subtle currents that could affect electronics on orbiting craft. Space missions, already vulnerable to cosmic rays, must be considered in terms of both direct particle impact and the cumulative effects of charged molecules streaming past. Even minor disruptions require meticulous calculation, a quiet meditation on probability, engineering, and the delicate balance of human technology with cosmic dynamics. Ice in flight, satellites plight, comet drifts through endless night. Imagine engineers designing shielding for interplanetary probes, considering scenarios in which debris from 3I Atlas could intersect spacecraft en route to Mars, Jupiter, or beyond. Each precaution, each adjustment, is a gentle reminder of both human foresight and the unpredictability of space. The comet becomes a teacher, demonstrating the subtle ways distant events can ripple across solar system operations, inspiring reflection, awe, and careful planning. Tail in glow, sensors show, comet drifts where photons flow. You can almost see control rooms lit softly by monitors as scientists trace particle trajectories and radiation flux, translating cosmic events into predictive models. Even a few centimeters of debris can interact with fragile components, nudging attitude controls, power systems, or communication links. Yet the overall threat is small, balanced by precision, foresight, and patient monitoring. Your mind drifts through these calculations, a meditation on probability and preparedness. Orbital nudge, systems judge, comet drifts past planet's edge. You might imagine robotic explorers in distant orbits, their delicate instruments quietly observing 3I ATLAS, recording images and spectral data, while also silently navigating the tiny hazards the comet produces. Each fragment of dust, each sublimated molecule, becomes part of a complex ballet, connecting technology, observation, and cosmic processes in a subtle, continuous rhythm. Massive sweep, sensors peep, comet drifts through vacuum, deep. Imagine the comet passing near Mars's orbit, spacecraft monitoring its approach for both scientific data and safety, anticipating minor perturbations caused by dust streams. These small interactions, while unlikely to damage major systems, are studied meticulously, a gentle reminder of the cumulative effects of time, speed, and motion across billions of kilometers. You feel the quiet elegance of monitoring, simulation, and risk assessment blending into one contemplative observation. Velocity swift, probabilities lift, comet drifts as mission gifts. You can imagine future spacecraft designed with lessons from 3I Atlas in mind, incorporating shields, trajectory adjustments, and software capable of handling tiny, unexpected perturbations. The comet's passage is both a challenge and an opportunity to learn, adapt, and reflect on the intricate interconnections between natural phenomena and human exploration. Even in potential hazard, there is wonder, patience, and calm curiosity. Microfragment trace, slow motion grace. Comet drifts through measured space. Picture small satellites in low Earth orbit, subtly recording the comet's tail, while larger probes in interplanetary flight calculate exposure to sublimated gases. Each observation informs design decisions, safety protocols, and mission strategy, blending science and imagination. Your mind drifts with these interactions, sensing the quiet rhythm of cause and effect, the interplay between motion, mass, and careful human planning. So tonight, as you follow 3I Atlas and consider its implications for space missions, imagine the tiny particles streaming past distant spacecraft, the faint radiation currents brushing sensitive instruments, and the patient calculations that translate cosmic events into human understanding. Feel the meditative balance between curiosity and caution, wonder and preparedness, and the quiet awe of navigating a universe where even the smallest interactions carry significance across the vast, silent expanse of space. Scientists calculate extreme scenarios, imagining direct or near-miss interactions with Earth and the potential consequences on climate and ecosystems. You can almost feel the quiet tension as your imagination drifts alongside 3I Atlas, an interstellar traveler carrying ice, dust, and subtle energy through the void, its path indifferent to human concerns, yet perfectly suited to stir curiosity. Outside, the night air is calm, scented faintly with dew and soil, grounding your senses while your mind traces possibilities across the vast expanse of space. Impact thought, shadows caught, comet drifts through calculations wrought. Imagine a near miss, where 3I Atlas passes within millions of kilometers of Earth, its gravitational influence imperceptible yet present, nudging minor bodies or altering the course of space debris. Even without collision, these interactions provide a gentle meditation on the interconnectedness of celestial mechanics, probability, and cosmic scale. You picture scientists running thousands of simulations, each one a quiet exploration of what might happen if chance aligned in a precise and improbable way. Ice and dust, energies thrust, comet drifts through orbits just. Imagine the comet passing closer than Mars, brushing Earth's orbit with hypothetical precision. Calculations explore kinetic energy, potential atmospheric interactions, and minor perturbations in climate systems, all exercises in careful thought and gentle speculation. Your mind floats alongside these possibilities, moving slowly through probabilities and consequences, feeling both awe and serenity at the scale of energy and motion involved. Trajectory fine, forces align, comet drifts through time's design. You can picture Earth spinning silently beneath the comet's path, oceans and continents indifferent, while satellites and telescopes trace the comet's icy tail and tiny fragments. Even a near miss carries lessons, a subtle redistribution of material, small influences on magnetospheres, or minor changes in meteoroid streams. Each tiny effect is a whisper of physics, energy, and motion, encouraging reflection and gentle curiosity. Velocity vast, shadows cast, comet drifts through systems past. Imagine the comet's tail interacting faintly with Earth's magnetic field, charged particles brushing upper atmospheres, invisible yet measurable to instruments. Even without collision, these interactions provide insight into cosmic radiation, solar wind interactions, and the delicate balance between celestial bodies. You sense the poetry in these imperceptible processes, a meditation on scale, probability, and cosmic rhythm. Potential strike, day and night, comet drifts with cautious might. You might imagine simulations of a direct impact, translating mass, speed, and kinetic energy into energy release, airburst potential, and effects on local ecosystems. Even extreme scenarios remain a study in precision and probability. The calculations provide a framework for understanding risk without panic, fostering calm contemplation of worst-case possibilities. Tails in sweep, particles creep, comet drifts while humans sleep. You can picture scientists and students observing the comet, tracking its path, noting tiny shifts in orbit or composition, translating cosmic motion into lessons on resilience, preparation, and patience. The imagination stretches across oceans, continents, and orbital paths, connecting human curiosity with celestial forces moving silently above. Gravitational sway, shadows play, comet drifts through cosmic ballet. Imagine asteroids nudged subtly by the comet's mass, or minor debris streams altered in trajectory, rippling outward across the solar system. Each small effect magnifies over time, a reminder that even distant objects can influence complex systems in ways that are slow, subtle, and elegant. Your mind drifts with these interactions, sensing the gentle rhythm of energy, motion, and probability. Kinetic hum, particles drum, comet drifts where worlds become. You might consider how Earth's atmosphere, magnetosphere, and oceans serve as buffers, absorbing or deflecting minor influences, illustrating the resilience and fragility of our planet. Even imagining the most extreme outcomes, there is a quiet reassurance in the laws of physics, the predictability of motion, and the patient calculation of scientists who translate cosmic uncertainty into understanding. So tonight, as you follow 3I Atlas and contemplate the worst-case Earth encounter, let your imagination drift gently alongside its icy nucleus and streaming tail. Picture hypothetical near misses, subtle gravitational tugs, and the quiet poetry of tiny interactions that ripple through the solar system. Feel the balance of awe, probability, and calm, recognizing that even the most extreme possibilities unfold in a universe governed by precise, patient laws, silent, beautiful, and endlessly fascinating. A single disruption could propagate through asteroid belts or cometary streams, creating cascading effects across the solar system. You can almost feel the gentle tension in your imagination as 3I Atlas glides silently past planets, its mass and motion imperceptibly nudging smaller bodies, sending ripples of movement that could extend millions of kilometers. Outside, the night air is calm, carrying the faint scent of damp earth, while your mind traces invisible chains of energy, connecting distant rocks, moons, and comets in a delicate cosmic web. Pebble shifts, orbit drifts, comet drifts through silent gifts. Imagine a minor asteroid, nudged slightly by the gravitational pull of 3I Atlas. At first, the change is imperceptible, but over time, weeks, months, or even years, that tiny alteration could lead to new intersections with other minor bodies, creating a slow-motion chain reaction of motion, subtle yet persistent. Your mind floats alongside these possibilities, tracing invisible lines across the solar system like delicate threads in a vast, cosmic tapestry. Tale in flow, particles go, comet drifts where whispers show. Picture cometary debris streams subtly shifting, influenced by 3I Atlas as it passes. These streams could encounter planets, moons, or satellites, producing faint, cumulative effects that scientists can calculate, yet remain almost imperceptible to ordinary observation. Even in hypothetical scenarios, each adjustment teaches patience, foresight, and the elegance of cascading motion across vast distances. Chain of force, gentle course, comet drifts through subtle source. You might imagine scientists running simulations, modeling the propagation of these interactions through asteroid belts and Kuiper belt objects. The mathematics becomes a meditation, a quiet reflection on cause and effect, and the patience of processes unfolding over millions of kilometers and thousands of years. Even the smallest nudges, magnified by time, energy hums, orbit drums, comet drifts where motion sums. Imagine moons gently tugged by distant asteroids, minor fragments shifting in response, all connected through the initial influence of 3I Atlas. Even without direct impact, these cascading reactions reveal the interconnectedness of objects in the solar system. You feel the meditative rhythm of cause and effect, a gentle awareness that nothing in space exists in isolation. Microshift, planets lift, comet drifts through cosmic drift. Picture the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, subtly influenced, trajectories altered by the comet's passage. Each small adjustment magnifies over time, creating a quiet ballet of celestial mechanics. Your mind follows these invisible motions, drifting alongside the comet and its unseen influence, sensing the elegance of interplanetary interconnectivity. Fragments slide, shadows guide, comet drifts through orbital tide. You might imagine faint meteoroid streams nudged into slightly different paths, slowly interacting with other bodies in the solar system. Over years or decades, these minor adjustments accumulate, demonstrating how a single disruption, a gentle cosmic whisper, can ripple far beyond its initial source. The quiet elegance of this chain reaction encourages reflection on scale, time, and the patience inherent in observing celestial mechanics. Gravity bends, energy sends, comet drifts where subtle blends. Imagine hypothetical collisions in simulations, where shifted asteroids intersect with other minor bodies, producing tiny sparks of kinetic energy without danger to planets. These exercises in imagination and mathematics are a meditation on cosmic interdependence, reminding you that small forces, when amplified across distance and time, can influence the structure of the solar system in unexpected ways. Trace in space, time's embrace, comet drifts with gentle pace. You can picture 3I Atlas leaving its mark on the interplanetary environment, a subtle signature traced through debris and motion. Even without dramatic impact, the cascading effects form a quiet, poetic narrative of connection, motion, and patient interaction among celestial bodies. The comet becomes both a traveler and a teacher, illustrating how energy propagates across vast distances. So tonight, as you drift alongside 3I Atlas, imagine each nudge, each subtle gravitational tug, and the slow, patient cascade of motion through asteroid belts and cometary streams. Feel the rhythm of interplanetary chain reactions, the quiet elegance of cause and effect unfolding over eons, and the gentle awe of observing a universe where even the smallest influences ripple across space, invisible yet profound, teaching lessons in patience, connection, and the delicate poetry of cosmic motion. Understanding how materials from interstellar objects behave in planetary atmospheres allows for predictions of heating, fragmentation, and energy release. You can almost feel the quiet tension in your imagination as 3I Atlas approaches the inner solar system, its icy nucleus and dust-laden tail carrying potential energy while remaining unaware of the planets below. Outside, the night air is still and cool, the scent of earth and distant rain grounding your senses, while your mind drifts alongside this interstellar traveler, tracing its potential interaction with planetary atmospheres. Heat in surge, particles merge, comet drifts through radiant urge. Imagine a fragment breaking off from 3I Atlas, entering a planet's atmosphere at incredible speed. The friction compresses air ahead of it, heating the fragment to thousands of degrees, glowing faintly like a tiny star streaking across the sky. Each piece behaves differently, some vaporizing completely, others fragmenting into smaller pieces, each adding subtle, measured energy to the surrounding atmosphere. Your imagination traces these invisible dances of heat, motion, and energy, a gentle meditation on cause, consequence, and cosmic poetry. Dragon flow, temperatures grow, comet drifts where layers glow. You might picture scientists modeling entry physics, calculating heating rates, deceleration, and the distribution of energy across the atmosphere. Even small fragments generate plasma trails, visible from orbiting satellites or high-altitude observatories, producing ephemeral light shows, quiet reminders of the universe's energy and scale. You feel the delicate balance between awe and understanding, between potential hazard and graceful motion. Fragmentation hums, energy drums, comet drifts as physics sums. Imagine 3I Atlas, shedding dust and ice that enters planetary atmospheres, each particle following unique paths influenced by gravity, velocity, and atmospheric density. Some pieces burn entirely, while others reach lower altitudes, dispersing energy gradually. This process illustrates the subtlety of energy transfer, the poetry of matter interacting with air, and the elegance of predictable physics unfolding in real time. Plasma bright, streaks of light, comet drifts through atmosphere's height. You can almost see the faint glow as fragments ionize the air, leaving trails of luminescence that fade gently across the night sky. Even hypothetical larger fragments provide an opportunity for meditative observation, a reflection on the interplay of mass, velocity, and atmospheric resistance. Your mind follows the paths, floating alongside fragments, feeling the slow, precise rhythm of cosmic interactions in a way that is both calming and awe-inspiring. Deceleration slow, forces show, comet drifts as molecules glow. You might imagine the energy released during entry being absorbed partially by the atmosphere, creating heat, pressure waves, or faint chemical reactions. Scientists model these effects to understand how 3I Atlas could interact with Earth or Mars, translating cosmic motion into knowledge, prediction, and preparation. Your imagination drifts gently with these calculations, sensing the elegant logic behind each phenomenon. Air compression, flames glisten, comet drifts where fragments listen. Imagine tiny meteoroids from 3I Atlas ablating in the upper atmosphere, leaving glowing trails that drift slowly, subtly interacting with the surrounding air. Each fragment behaves as a miniature laboratory, demonstrating principles of physics and energy transfer. The interplay of velocity, mass, and atmospheric density becomes a meditative study, a slow exploration of natural laws in action. thermal flow, streaks that glow, comet drifts where breezes blow. You can picture the comet's particles entering at different angles and velocities, producing variable heating, fragmentation, and plasma formation. Even the faintest interactions illustrate cause and effect on a scale both vast and intimate. Observers might calculate trajectory adjustments, energy dissipation, and minor chemical interactions, all contributing to a deeper understanding of how interstellar material behaves in planetary environments. Radiant streak, silence speaks, comet drifts through upper peaks. Imagine the subtle variations in size, composition, and density among fragments, each producing slightly different outcomes during entry. These small variations make modeling complex but poetic, a quiet reflection on chance, energy, and the interconnectedness of mass, velocity, and atmospheric layers. Your mind drifts with these dynamics, feeling the rhythm of energy that release as a gentle meditation on cosmic processes. So tonight, as you follow 3I Atlas and imagine its interaction with planetary atmospheres, let your thoughts drift alongside fragments, tracing heating, fragmentation, and energy dissipation. Picture faint glowing trails, ephemeral plasma, and the delicate transfer of momentum and mass. Feel the rhythm of physics, the poetry of cosmic interactions, and the meditative wonder of observing a visitor from interstellar space, interacting gently and predictably with worlds below, teaching lessons in energy, scale, and serene cosmic logic. 3I Atlas carries cosmic rays accumulated over billions of years, which might influence magnetic fields or interact with planetary environments subtly. You can almost feel the gentle hum of energy as your imagination drifts alongside the comet, tracing invisible streams of radiation that have traveled across the galaxy. Outside, the night is calm, cool air brushing softly against your skin, grounding you while your thoughts follow these ancient particles weaving through space. Rays in flight, silent light, comet drifts through cosmic night. Imagine the energetic particles embedded within 3I Atlas, each one a messenger from distant supernovae, star-forming regions, or colliding galaxies. Though imperceptible to human senses, these rays carry enough energy to interact with planetary magnetospheres, subtly influencing charged particles, auroras, and radiation belts. Your mind drifts with these invisible currents, feeling the quiet interplay of energy across vast distances. Subtle hum, impacts come, comet drifts through energies spun. You might picture Earth's magnetic field, absorbing and deflecting incoming cosmic rays, while instruments aboard orbiting satellites detect faint variations in particle flux. 3I Atlas contributes imperceptibly to this complex dance, demonstrating the delicate balance of forces that govern planetary environments. Each particle is tiny, yet over billions of years, cumulative exposure has shaped chemical, magnetic, and radiation patterns across the solar system. Charge in air, ions flare, comet drifts through cosmic care. Imagine observing interactions with Mars or Venus, where weaker magnetic fields allow cosmic rays to penetrate more deeply, subtly affecting upper atmospheres and ionospheres. Even if these effects are minimal, the study of such interactions reveals a quiet poetry in the mechanics of space, an elegant demonstration of cause, effect, and patient accumulation over eons. Your mind floats along with these ideas, gently tracing invisible streams through the void. Ancient beams, solar dreams, comet drifts through quiet streams. You might picture researchers modeling radiation effects on spacecraft electronics, understanding how particles from 3I Atlas could add to the cumulative flux of cosmic energy. These small contributions, though almost negligible for humans on Earth, are a meditation on scale, persistence, and the subtle influence of interstellar objects on planetary systems. Each photon, each particle, is a story from distant regions of the galaxy, silently reaching our solar neighborhood. Energy hum, currents drum, comet drifts as particles come. Imagine the comet passing Jupiter or Saturn, the vast magnetic fields of these planets, interacting with the radiation carried along. Trapped particles spiral along magnetic lines, creating ephemeral auroras and influencing radiation belts, all without a sound, all without notice to casual observers. The physics is elegant, predictable, yet quietly powerful, offering a poetic reminder of the unseen forces that shape our cosmic neighborhood. Silent push, particles brush, comet drifts in gentle hush. You can picture cosmic rays subtly altering chemical reactions in the upper atmosphere, providing faint energy for ionization or minor molecular change. Though invisible to most eyes, the effects accumulate over time, demonstrating that even distant interstellar objects, like 3I Atlas, can play a role in shaping planetary environments in subtle, meditative ways. Your imagination drifts with these invisible currents, feeling both calm and awe. Radiation trails, quiet tales, comet drifts where science hails. Imagine satellites measuring particle flux, scientists recording subtle variations, and students imagining the ripple of energy through planetary atmospheres. The comet's passage becomes a lesson in patience, observation, and the slow accumulation of influence across space. Even as 3I Atlas continues on its hyperbolic journey, the particles it carries leave a gentle imprint on planetary systems, visible only to those who observe carefully. Particles spin, quiet within, comet drifts where currents begin. You might picture Earth's auroras enhanced faintly by the interplay of cosmic rays and magnetic fields, a gentle, silent display of interstellar interaction. Each observation, each measurement, is an invitation to reflect on scale, time, and the intricate web of energy connecting distant parts of the galaxy to our immediate planetary environment. Your mind floats with the comet's radiation, tracing invisible pathways with serene curiosity. So tonight, as you drift alongside 3I Atlas, imagine the billions of years of cosmic rays embedded within it, silently traveling with the comet. Picture interactions with magnetic fields, subtle influences on atmospheres, and the quiet poetry of particles tracing paths across planets and moons. Feel the rhythm of energy, the patient accumulation of cosmic forces, and the gentle awe of understanding how even the faintest streams of radiation carry history, power, and beauty across the vastness of space. Comparison with 1I, Oumuamua, and 2I divided by Borisov informs understanding of natural variation, possible hazards, and best observation strategies. You can almost feel the quiet excitement in your mind as you imagine past interstellar travelers, each carrying stories from distant star systems, each leaving a trace of motion, matter, and possibility across our solar system. Outside, the night air is still and cool, the faint scent of dew grounding you as your imagination drifts alongside 3I Atlas, connecting the lessons of history to the unfolding present. Old comets pass, shadows mass, comet drifts through moments glass. Imagine 1I, Oumuamua, speeding through the inner solar system years ago, elongated and mysterious, defying simple classification. Its trajectory taught scientists the importance of rapid observation and precise calculations, a quiet meditation on probability and patience. Then 2I divided by Borisov followed, a more typical comet, icy and dusty, offering contrasts in composition and behavior. Together, these visitors create a quiet narrative, a cosmic classroom where 3I Atlas now joins the lesson. Trails in light, instruments bright, comet drifts through measured night. Picture scientists comparing spectra, velocity, and trajectories, noting differences in shape, composition, and tail development. Each interstellar visitor expands understanding, allowing observers to refine models, prepare instruments, and anticipate potential hazards. Even if the chances of direct interaction with Earth are minimal, the process of learning becomes a gentle meditation on observation, adaptation, and cosmic curiosity. Past paths traced, theories placed, comet drifts with knowledge laced. You might imagine satellites and telescopes aligned as 3I Atlas passes, instruments ready to record faint emissions, chemical signatures, and particle streams. Observing it in the context of earlier visitors creates a layered understanding. Patterns emerge, subtle differences are noted, and the potential implications for space missions, planetary safety, and scientific insight are slowly revealed. Your mind floats alongside these reflections, gently linking past and present. Observations hum, lessons come, comet drifts where data's spun. You can visualize researchers noting how 3I Atlas behaves differently from 1I, Oumuamua, or 2I divided by Borisov, highlighting natural variation in size, velocity, and composition. Even minor deviations inform strategies for planetary defense, debris monitoring, and spacecraft navigation. Each comparison is a meditation on the balance between predictability and surprise, an elegant demonstration of how prior knowledge guides both imagination and preparation. Tales in flow, measurements show, comet drifts where insights grow. Imagine tiny differences in chemical composition or dust release patterns, each one revealing subtle lessons about the diversity of interstellar objects. Observers note that while some materials are familiar, others are foreign, providing context for understanding potential hazards and interaction dynamics with planetary atmospheres or magnetic fields. You feel the quiet poetry of knowledge, slowly accumulating, like the faint glow of distant stars across space. History hums, patterns drum, comet drifts through comparisons sum. You might picture scientists designing simulations, projecting outcomes for hypothetical interactions, and considering how prior interstellar comets inform both risk assessment and observation priorities. Even improbable scenarios are valuable, offering meditation on probability, preparation, and cosmic awareness. Your mind drifts alongside these calculations, appreciating the gentle rhythm of learning from the past. Lessons gleaned, motions seen, comet drifts through space between. Imagine tracing the tale of 3I Atlas, noting similarities with past visitors, yet appreciating the unique characteristics it carries. Each measurement provides a quiet reassurance, a gentle balance of knowledge and mystery. The comet's journey is both new and part of a continuum, a bridge between previous experiences and the unfolding present, inviting reflection on cosmic variability and subtle influence. Patterns guide, observers bide, comet drifts where knowledge hides. You can picture astronomers quietly comparing data streams, identifying trends, and refining predictive models. Even as the comet glides silently past planets and moons, its trajectory and composition are teaching lessons, echoing insights gleaned from prior interstellar encounters. The experience becomes a calm meditation on interconnectedness, observation, and the enduring beauty of discovery. So tonight, as you drift alongside 3I Atlas, imagine the quiet lessons of 1I Oumuamua and 2I divided by Borisov, guiding your understanding. Picture spectra, dust tails, velocities, and orbits weaving a tapestry of insight across decades of observation. Feel the calm rhythm of learning, the gentle accumulation of knowledge, and the meditative beauty of a solar system, quietly welcoming a visitor while teaching patience, perspective, and awe at the subtle wonders of interstellar travelers. Some scientists entertain the notion that unexpected characteristics might suggest artificiality, prompting discussions about monitoring and response strategies. You can almost feel the quiet curiosity in your mind as you imagine 3I Atlas, hurtling silently through space, its icy nucleus and faint tail carrying secrets from the depths of the galaxy. Outside, the night air is calm, cool, and still, grounding your senses, while your imagination drifts alongside the comet, exploring both natural explanations and subtle whispers of speculation. Mystery hums, theories drum, comet drifts where ideas come. Imagine scientists debating tiny anomalies in the comet's trajectory, unusual brightness variations, or unexpected outgassing patterns. Could these be hints of something more deliberate, or are they merely natural variations in interstellar objects, shaped by billions of years of cosmic travel? Your mind floats gently between possibilities, feeling the balance of wonder, caution, and poetic curiosity. Tail in sweep, secrets keep. Comet drifts while observers peep. You might picture teams of astronomers running simulations, calculating trajectories, comparing compositions, and imagining hypothetical scenarios in which 3I Atlas might be a probe, a message, or merely a remarkably unusual comet. Each calculation is precise, each thought speculative, forming a quiet meditation on probability, physics, and imagination. Even the smallest deviations can inspire thoughtful consideration, blending science with gentle curiosity. Particles glow, theories flow, comet drifts, where questions grow. You can imagine heated discussions in quiet labs, comparing 3I Atlas to natural interstellar objects like 1I Oumuamua or 2I divided by Borisov. Its unusual acceleration, shape, or outgassing could suggest artificial influence, or could simply reflect the diversity of cosmic processes. Observers weigh evidence carefully, reminding themselves that the universe is often stranger than speculation, and more generous with natural variation than our imagination can predict. Light glints, speculation hints. Comet drifts past cosmic mints. Imagine engineers and physicists quietly calculating the feasibility of artificial origins, while remaining grounded in physics, chemistry, and probability. Could a technologically produced object survive interstellar travel for millions of years? Could it mimic natural outgassing while retaining subtle differences in composition or shape? Your mind floats alongside these questions, tracing possibilities without urgency, allowing curiosity to coexist with calm reflection. Observations hum, analyzes drum, comet drifts through thought's soft strum. You might picture teams monitoring 3I Atlas, noting deviations, collecting spectral data, and modeling interactions with the sun and planets. Every piece of evidence becomes a gentle step in the quiet process of discovery, a meditation on cause, effect, and interpretation. Even entertaining artificial explanations does not disrupt the calm rhythm of observation. It enriches it, deepening appreciation for the complexity of cosmic travelers. Hypotheses sway, data play, comet drifts through night and day. Imagine considering worst-case scenarios. If 3i Atlas were artificial, what might its purpose be? Communication? Survey? Something beyond comprehension? Each thought is a gentle spark of imagination, balanced by careful calculation, creating a space where wonder and science coexist peacefully. Your mind drifts with these possibilities, floating alongside the comet in silent contemplation. Shadowed tail, questions sail, comet drifts through cosmic veil. You can picture small particles and gases interacting naturally, while your mind entertains subtle alternatives. Perhaps some deviations hint at design, or perhaps the universe delights in variety. Scientists weigh these options patiently, reminding themselves that evidence must guide speculation, yet imagination allows meditation on possibility, mystery, and the poetic uncertainty inherent in interstellar study. Cosmic tease, gentle breeze, comet drifts with quiet ease. You might imagine observing the comet through powerful telescopes, tracking light curves, rotation, and emissions, while noting small anomalies. Could these arise from natural processes, or hint at something manufactured? The calm rhythm of observation blends with the thrill of what if, allowing your imagination to move gently alongside your understanding, finding balance between certainty and curiosity. So tonight, as you drift alongside 3i Atlas, consider both natural explanations and the quiet speculation of artificiality. Picture subtle anomalies, scientific calculations, and the gentle balance of observation and imagination. Feel the rhythm of curiosity, the meditative wonder of contemplating possibilities, and the serene awe of a comet that, whether natural or artificial, teaches lessons in careful observation, patient reflection, and the quiet poetry of exploring mysteries across the vastness of space. Media and public curiosity amplify the psychological worst-case scenario, affecting preparation, interest, and communication around 3i Atlas. You can almost feel the hum of anticipation as your imagination drifts alongside the comet, observing not just its physical motion, but the ripple of thoughts and concerns it inspires on Earth. Outside, the night air is calm, carrying the faint scent of damp earth and distant pine, grounding you while your mind contemplates the delicate balance between reality, speculation, and imagination. Stories spread, thoughts are fed, comet drifts above our head. Imagine headlines, social media posts, and live-streamed analyses reaching millions, each one emphasizing the dramatic possibilities of a close encounter. Even subtle scientific nuances become amplified in public consciousness, creating a psychological effect that often exceeds the actual risk. You feel the tension gently, aware that curiosity, excitement, and worry are all part of the human response to a visitor from the depths of space. Speculation hums, fear becomes, comet drifts through mental drums. You might picture families, students, and enthusiasts imagining what could happen if 3i Atlas were to come unusually close. The comet's hyperbolic trajectory, immense speed, and unfamiliar composition spark discussion, analysis, and quiet concern, even though scientists emphasize the improbability of direct impact. Your imagination floats alongside this dynamic, observing the interplay between knowledge, speculation, and awe. Light curves rise, questions rise, comet drifts through anxious eyes. Imagine public attention focusing on diagrams, simulations, and artistic renderings of potential near misses. Each visualization amplifies the story of 3I Atlas, creating a narrative that is part science, part imagination, and part collective wonder. Even when the probabilities remain low, the comet becomes a symbol, a focal point for reflection on our place in the universe and the fragility of life on Earth. Media hums, experts drum, comet drifts through messages spun. You might visualize scientists engaging with journalists, explaining risk, detailing trajectories, and calming fears, all while maintaining the excitement of discovery. The public perception becomes part of the narrative itself, a layer of interaction that extends beyond physical science into psychology, communication, and collective attention. Your mind drifts with these overlapping threads, feeling the gentle tension between fact and perception. Curiosity soars, imagination roars, comet drifts through distant shores. You can picture classrooms, community centers, and online forums discussing 3I Atlas, its speed, mass, and chemical composition, while also imagining hypothetical outcomes. Each discussion blends education with fascination, speculation with reality. The comet becomes both a teacher and a muse, inspiring awe, reflection, and meditation on cosmic forces, probabilities, and the human tendency to imagine extremes. Fear subsides, knowledge rides, comet drifts where calm abides. Imagine observing the psychological dynamics in real time. Attention spans oscillate, excitement builds and wanes, and communities share data and images, bridging the gap between science and personal wonder. 3I Atlas inspires learning, communication, and gentle reflection, even as the mind entertains the worst case for amusement, contemplation, or meditative curiosity. Tale in light, worries slight, comet drifts through public sight. You might imagine each social media post, video, or article as a ripple, carrying subtle layers of information and speculation to audiences far and wide. Observers interpret, imagine, and reflect, blending factual knowledge with narrative curiosity. The public response becomes a study in psychology, probability, and imagination, allowing your mind to wander gently between scientific reality and poetic speculation. Psychological sway, gentle play, comet drifts through night and day. Imagine how collective imagination shapes preparation strategies, educational engagement, and scientific outreach. Even if no direct hazard exists, the awareness, attention, and curiosity of the public influence the narrative, guiding observational priorities, funding, and shared understanding. Your imagination floats quietly alongside these dynamics, observing human thought as it interacts with cosmic motion. So tonight, as you drift alongside 3I Atlas, consider both the scientific reality and the human imagination it inspires. Picture headlines, social media chatter, and quiet discussions among friends and scientists. Feel the rhythm of perception, speculation, and careful observation. The gentle awe of a solar system silently hosting a comet, and the meditative wonder of understanding both the cosmos and ourselves through the subtle interplay of knowledge, curiosity, and imagination. Advanced computer models simulate various close encounters, testing different velocities, trajectories, and compositions to predict effects. You can almost feel the quiet hum of data as your imagination drifts alongside 3I Atlas, visualizing numbers, graphs, and simulations unfolding like a delicate cosmic ballet. Outside, the night air is calm, scented faintly with damp earth, grounding your senses, while your mind traces the virtual paths calculated by scientists, each line representing billions of kilometers of potential movement. Numbers hum, electrons drum, comet drifts through simulation sum. Imagine scientists inputting parameters, mass, velocity, angle of approach, into sophisticated models that calculate interactions with planets, moons, and minor bodies. Each scenario is a meditation in precision. Probabilities, forces, and trajectories intertwine to form a predictive framework. Even the smallest parameter shift can yield different outcomes, illustrating both the elegance and fragility of celestial mechanics. Virtual arcs, energy sparks, comet drifts through simulated marks. You can picture models displaying potential debris trajectories, the sublimation of ice and dust, and faint gravitational interactions across the solar system. Each run is a quiet experiment, translating abstract equations into visualizations that reveal subtle effects otherwise imperceptible. Your mind drifts alongside these simulations, appreciating the gentle rhythm of calculation, prediction, and cosmic artistry. Velocities range, outcomes change, comet drifts through models range. Imagine plotting hundreds of thousands of virtual paths for 3I Atlas, each one slightly different, exploring near misses, tail interactions, and hypothetical collisions. Even improbable scenarios provide insight, allowing scientists to plan observations, refine instruments, and anticipate potential hazards. Your imagination floats with these calculations, sensing both the precision and the wonder inherent in modeling the cosmos. Trajectories bend, particles send, comet drifts, where algorithms wend. You might picture fragments of ice and dust following divergent paths in simulations, influenced by gravity, radiation, and interactions with other small bodies. The models capture a complex interplay of forces, each run a meditation on motion, scale, and probability. You feel a gentle awe as the invisible structures of the solar system unfold in quiet visualizations, each scenario offering a story of cause and effect. Data hum, probabilities drum, comet drifts as outcomes come. Imagine observing potential energy release from hypothetical collisions, heating of planetary atmospheres, or interactions with magnetic fields. Simulations explore these extremes, not to alarm, but to understand and prepare. Each calculation is a quiet reflection on scale, velocity, and the interconnectedness of celestial bodies. Your mind drifts with this knowledge, floating alongside the comet and its virtual manifestations. Graphs in glow, currents flow, comet drifts through numbers slow. You can picture researchers reviewing outputs, comparing scenarios, and noting subtle differences caused by slight changes in mass, speed, or trajectory. The simulations provide a safe space to explore possibilities, from near collisions to minor perturbations, a gentle meditation on cosmic cause and effect. The interplay between probability and physical law becomes a soothing rhythm for the imagination. Impact probabilities, energies rise, comet drifts through visualized skies. Imagine scientists using these simulations to plan space missions, align observational instruments, and prioritize data collection. Even hypothetical risks, are transformed into opportunities for learning, reflection, and careful consideration. Your mind floats in tandem with these efforts, tracing lines of motion that span millions of kilometers, sensing the elegance of mathematics, physics, and cosmic rhythm. Virtual tales, particles sail, comet drifts, where models trail. You might picture the subtle interactions of dust and gas, magnetospheric effects, and gravitational nudges visualized in simulation software, each line and point representing hours of calculation, patience, and observation. Even in extreme or unlikely scenarios, the models provide reassurance. The universe operates with predictable laws, and human curiosity can map them with quiet precision. So tonight, as you drift alongside 3i Atlas and imagine the simulations run by scientists, picture virtual trajectories unfolding like a slow, elegant dance. Imagine each parameter adjusted, each path calculated, and each hypothetical effect traced with precision. Feel the rhythm of prediction, the meditation of modeling, and the serene awe of understanding a comet's journey, knowing that even the most intricate simulations are a gentle exploration of possibility, scale, and the delicate poetry of interstellar motion. Looking at past cosmic impacts on Earth provides perspective on both probabilities and consequences of interstellar objects. You can almost feel the slow pulse of time as your imagination drifts alongside 3i Atlas, tracing its path through space, while your mind wanders back across eons to ancient impacts that shaped the very surface of our planet. Outside, the night air is cool and still, carrying the faint scent of earth and leaves, grounding you as your imagination stretches across billions of years. Cratered past, shadows cast, comet drifts through history vast. Imagine meteorites colliding with Earth long before humans existed, shaping landscapes, triggering climate shifts, and influencing evolution in subtle yet profound ways. From the Tunguska event flattening Siberian forests to the asteroid impact that contributed to the demise of the dinosaurs, the Earth's history is quietly marked by these cosmic visitors. Your mind floats alongside these past events, tracing cause, effect, and the delicate balance between chance and consequence. Energy released, forests seized, comet drifts through time's deep seas. You might picture scientists studying layers of rock, shocked quartz, and iridium deposits, translating ancient impacts into models of potential outcomes. Each historic collision provides a frame of reference, a way to gauge what might occur if 3i Atlas were to approach Earth closely. The data is precise, yet your imagination fills in the poetry of cascading events, subtle yet dramatic, shaping life and landscapes in quiet, measured ways. Crater shine, ancient sign, comet drifts through lessons fine. Imagine looking at the Chicxulub impact, the towering waves, fiery blasts, and aftermath rippling through ecosystems. Even though 3i Atlas poses a remote threat, reflecting on such events allows your mind to explore potential consequences calmly, balancing awe with understanding. You feel the slow rhythm of cause and effect, the gentle reminder that Earth has weathered cosmic encounters before, quietly preparing us to understand risk. Asteroid trails, history hails, comet drifts through long-distant tails. You can visualize scientists comparing trajectories, estimating kinetic energy, and imagining the atmospheric effects of interstellar objects. Even minor interactions or glancing blows provide insight, demonstrating how probabilities and consequences can range from imperceptible to profound. Your mind drifts gently with these considerations, a meditation on scale, resilience, and the enduring patterns of cosmic influence. Energy hums, planet drums, comet drifts as knowledge comes. Imagine tracing small craters on Earth, remnants of past visitors, and then projecting that knowledge onto hypothetical encounters with three eye-atlas. Each comparison is a step in understanding, a quiet reflection on time, scale, and the delicate choreography of celestial mechanics. Even when considering worst-case scenarios, the calm knowledge of history provides reassurance. The universe operates with predictable laws. Impact flow, rivers slow, comet drifts where timelines go. You might picture simulations informed by historical events, predicting blast radii, ejecta distribution, and climate perturbations. Even in extreme models, probability remains low, yet the exercise encourages reflection on cause, effect, and the patience of planetary systems. Your mind floats alongside these virtual reconstructions, observing patterns of energy, motion, and consequence with serene curiosity. Crater light, shadows bite, comet drifts through eons night. Imagine Earth before humans, witnessing impacts that reshaped oceans, mountains, and atmospheres. 3i Atlas, in comparison, is a fleeting visitor, yet imagining its interaction with Earth allows you to explore potential consequences while meditating on resilience, scale, and cosmic perspective. The poetry of history, probability, and physics intertwines in your imagination, creating a slow, calming rhythm. Rocks collide, oceans glide, comet drifts through planetary tide. You can picture asteroids nudged, debris shifted, and atmospheres subtly affected as past visitors interact with Earth. Even small particles carry kinetic energy, each impact a quiet reminder of interconnectedness across space and time. 3i Atlas is a new chapter in this long history, inspiring both curiosity and gentle reflection on patterns of motion, consequence, and patience. So tonight, as you drift alongside 3i Atlas, imagine the echoes of past impacts resonating through time, shaping landscapes, ecosystems, and our understanding of probability. Picture craters, ejecta, and cascading effects while reflecting on the calm wisdom that history provides. Feel the rhythm of cause and effect, the subtle lessons of resilience, and the meditative awe of observing a comet moving silently through space, a visitor that links past, present, and imagination across billions of years. If a high probability hazard were detected, scientists consider mitigation, deflection, and global communication strategies. You can almost feel the quiet energy of preparation as your imagination drifts alongside 3i Atlas, tracing its path across the solar system, while humans on Earth quietly anticipate and plan, balancing curiosity, caution, and the poetry of interstellar motion. Outside, the night air is still, scented faintly with wet earth, grounding you while your thoughts wander through international coordination, spacecraft design, and global monitoring systems. Strategies hum, models drum, comet drifts as planners come. Imagine scientists from multiple nations collaborating, sharing data, and simulating deflection techniques. Even if the probability of impact is extremely low, the act of planning is a meditation in patience, foresight, and the subtle art of preparation. Your mind drifts alongside these discussions, imagining orbit adjustments, kinetic deflectors, and gravitational nudges calculated with meticulous care. Communication flows, signals glow, comet drifts through networks slow. Picture satellites transmitting data across continents, ground stations analyzing trajectories, and research centers plotting mitigation strategies. The discussion is quiet, thoughtful, and precise, blending physics, engineering, and diplomacy into a coordinated plan. Even hypothetical scenarios create a rhythm of reflection and calculation, allowing your imagination to trace the lines connecting technology, science, and human ingenuity. Deflection options, angles, motions, comet drifts through careful notions. You might imagine kinetic impactors, spacecraft designed to slightly alter the comet's trajectory, or gravitational tractors applying gentle tugs over months or years. Each scenario requires patience, precision, and understanding of orbital mechanics, a meditation on scale, energy, and interconnectedness. Your mind floats alongside these strategies, appreciating the subtle interplay of physics and preparation. Public messaging, gentle pacing, comet drifts through cultural spacing. Imagine how global communication must balance clarity with calm, informing the public of potential risks while emphasizing the low probability of direct impact. Scientists, communicators, and educators work in unison, translating complex orbital dynamics into understandable guidance, fostering both awareness and serenity. Your imagination drifts through these channels, sensing the poetry of knowledge shared responsibly. Simulation hums, strategy comes, comet drifts through hypothetical sums. You can picture virtual tests of deflection methods, examining velocities, angles, and timing to maximize efficacy. Even if 3I Atlas is unlikely to threaten Earth, modeling provides insight into how humanity might respond to future interstellar visitors. The process is both scientific and contemplative, offering a calm, meditative view of proactive problem solving. International plans, quiet spans, comet drifts through thoughtful hands. Imagine treaties, collaborations, and shared monitoring frameworks forming in response to cosmic hazards. Space agencies and research institutions operate in harmony, guided by data, simulations, and careful consideration of potential consequences. Your mind drifts alongside this network of preparation, sensing the rhythm of cooperation, foresight, and gentle readiness. Trajectory models, impact probes, comet drifts through careful globes. You might envision teams calculating energy transfer, kinetic impact, and particle dispersion, ensuring that even the smallest hazard is understood and addressed. Each calculation, while precise, becomes a meditation on probability, patience, and cosmic humility, recognizing both the power of 3I Atlas and the resilience of coordinated planning. Planning hums, timelines drum, comet drifts as strategies come. Imagine observing the coordination of data analysis, spacecraft readiness, and global communication, all unfolding quietly while the comet continues its hyperbolic journey. Even the thought of preparation provides reassurance, a meditation on human ingenuity in the face of cosmic scale. You can feel the gentle pulse of probability, preparedness, and reflection, blending scientific understanding with contemplative imagination. So tonight, as you drift alongside 3I Atlas, imagine the careful orchestration of global responses, satellites, observatories, spacecraft, and communication networks working in quiet harmony. Picture mitigation strategies, deflection simulations, and international collaboration unfolding like a slow, elegant dance. Feel the rhythm of preparation, the meditative awareness of probability, and the serene wonder of humans responding thoughtfully to a visitor from interstellar space, learning patience, coordination, and the quiet poetry of anticipation. 3. Atlas could perturb existing satellites, space stations, or asteroid mining equipment, introducing minor but cumulative risks. You can almost feel the invisible tug of distant mass as your imagination drifts alongside the comet, envisioning its icy nucleus and faint tail brushing past the intricate web of human-made structures orbiting our planet. Outside, the night air is calm, carrying the faint scent of Earth and ozone, grounding you while your mind floats among satellites, orbital debris, and interplanetary machinery. Debris drifts, satellites lift, comet drifts through cosmic rift. Imagine tiny particles released from 3I Atlas, intersecting the paths of satellites in low Earth orbit. Each impact is minuscule, barely perceptible, yet over time, these interactions can alter trajectories, necessitating careful monitoring and occasional corrections. Your mind traces the slow accumulation of small nudges, a quiet meditation on patience, planning, and the elegance of orbital dynamics. Orbital sway, shadows play, comet drifts through silent ballet. You might picture the International Space Station adjusting thrusters slightly in response to minor debris flux, maintaining its precise orbit, while instruments record the faint traces of cometary particles. Even asteroid mining equipment in distant orbits could experience subtle shifts, illustrating how 3I Atlas's passage interacts with both natural and artificial bodies across space. Your imagination drifts with these processes, sensing the quiet rhythm of cause and effect. Tiny fragments hum, motions come, comet drifts as systems sum. Imagine engineers analyzing potential collisions, computing energy transfer, and predicting long-term effects on orbital infrastructure. Even though the risks remain minor, understanding the interactions allows humans to plan interventions, adjust orbits, and ensure continued operation of satellites and stations. Each calculation becomes a meditation on probability, scale, and the patient stewardship of space. Momentum flows, energy glows, comet drifts where caution grows. You can visualize simulations of satellite debris interactions, predicting how small perturbations from 3I Atlas could accumulate over months or years. These subtle forces remind us that even distant, fleeting visitors leave fingerprints on human technology, gentle yet meaningful, teaching lessons in foresight and observation. Your mind drifts alongside these invisible adjustments, appreciating the elegance of orbital mechanics. Sensors track, algorithms act, comet drifts through data packed. Imagine the delicate interplay between the comet's tiny dust particles and Earth's complex web of satellites. Each minor interaction can be predicted, monitored, and mitigated through careful observation and thoughtful intervention. The science is precise, the imagination poetic, a balance of curiosity, vigilance, and serenity. Particles glide, currents ride, comet drifts through systems wide. You might picture space agencies coordinating global observations, sharing data about 3I Atlas's trajectory, and updating models for debris flux. Even minor perturbations are studied carefully, providing reassurance that probability is manageable and intervention is possible. Your mind floats with these coordinated efforts, sensing the quiet rhythm of preparation and cosmic awareness. Tiny nudges, orbit buds, comet drifts through kinetic floods. Imagine asteroid mining platforms adjusting course slightly, satellites recalibrating instruments, and sensors measuring plasma, dust, and particle interactions. Each micro-adjustment illustrates the interplay between natural celestial bodies and human-made technology, a gentle reminder that even a visitor from interstellar space has influence, subtle yet measurable, on the human footprint in orbit. Collision risk, energy brisk, comet drifts where fragments whisk. You can picture engineers designing software to anticipate 3I Atlas's dust stream, applying algorithms that translate distant motion into practical orbital adjustments. Each simulation, calculation, and monitoring effort becomes part of a meditative understanding of cosmic dynamics, probability, and human ingenuity. Your imagination drifts alongside these thoughtful processes, feeling both calm and awed. So tonight, as you drift alongside 3I Atlas, imagine its path brushing past satellites, space stations, and distant mining equipment. Picture tiny nudges accumulating, simulations calculating interactions, and engineers planning adjustments with serene precision. Feel the quiet rhythm of orbital mechanics, the patient poetry of cumulative influence, and the meditative wonder of observing a comet's subtle interactions with human technology, teaching lessons in foresight, preparation, and cosmic harmony. The possibility of worst-case scenarios invites reflection on humanity's vulnerability and resilience in a vast, indifferent cosmos. You can almost feel the quiet weight of perspective as your imagination drifts alongside 3I Atlas, tracing its silent path through space, while your mind contemplates the fragility and ingenuity of life on Earth. Outside, the night air is still and cool, carrying the faint scent of wet soil and distant pine, grounding you as your thoughts wander through questions of survival, preparation, and cosmic humility. Vast and deep, shadows sweep, comet drifts through silence steep. Imagine standing on Earth, looking up at the infinite sky, feeling both small and connected. 3I Atlas moves silently, indifferent to life below, yet its passage inspires reflection. How fragile are our ecosystems, our technology, and our understanding when confronted with forces measured in millions of kilometers and billions of years. Your mind floats alongside this quiet meditation, sensing the elegance of cosmic scale and human resilience. Energy flows, universe knows, comet drifts, where shadow grows. You might picture civilizations past, aware of no interstellar visitors, yet adapting, surviving, and thriving despite vulnerability. Observing 3I Atlas today invites similar reflection. Humanity has learned, prepared, and designed systems to observe, calculate, and respond to potential hazards. The comet is both a silent teacher and a mirror, showing our strengths and reminding us of limits. Scale, immense. Thought intense. Comet drifts through quiet sense. Imagine how small probabilities translate into meaningful planning. Satellites, space agencies, international collaboration, and scientific simulations all demonstrate humanity's capacity to anticipate, adapt, and reflect. Even in the face of remote possibilities, observation and foresight allow a gentle confidence, a quiet meditation on patience, planning, and cosmic awareness. Fragile thread, systems spread, comet drifts where fears are fed. You can picture the psychological landscape, humans imagining worst-case scenarios while simultaneously marveling at the elegance of cosmic mechanics. Awareness of vulnerability fosters creativity, innovation, and resilience. 3. Atlas becomes a lens through which you can explore both personal and collective reflections on preparation, humility, and wonder. Gravity hums, silence drums, comet drifts where reflection comes. Imagine the vastness of space, the millions of years of motion, and the infinite variety of interstellar objects. 3. Atlas is a reminder of cosmic indifference and human curiosity, encouraging meditation on scale, time, and the intricate balance between chance and agency. Your imagination drifts alongside the comet, tracing invisible lines of energy, influence, and thoughtful awareness. Particles glide, currents bide, comet drifts where wisdom hides. You might consider the resilience of life on Earth, ecosystems absorbing shocks, humans developing technology to predict and prepare, and collective knowledge accumulating across generations. Even hypothetical worst-case scenarios serve as gentle reminders that foresight, observation, and calm deliberation are as important as the forces themselves. Silent sweep, shadows deep, comet drifts where thoughts may creep. Imagine contemplating the fragility of satellites, habitats, and infrastructure, while also recognizing the ingenuity of mitigation strategies, monitoring, and planning. 3. Atlas becomes both a challenge and a meditation, offering a way to reflect on patience, adaptability, and the quiet courage required to navigate an indifferent universe. Time and scale, questions pale, comet drifts through thought's soft veil. You can picture yourself watching the night sky, tracing the path of the comet, and feeling both small and significant. Small in the face of cosmic scale, significant in your capacity for understanding, reflection, and preparation. The meditation is slow, deliberate, and calming, a gentle rhythm of awe, insight, and quiet awareness. So tonight, as you drift alongside 3 Atlas, reflect on the philosophical lessons it brings, the vulnerability of life, the ingenuity of preparation, and the subtle balance of resilience and humility. Picture distant trajectories, hypothetical interactions, and the quiet dance of cosmic forces. Feel the rhythm of contemplation, the meditative beauty of understanding scale and consequence, and the serene awe of observing a comet that invites both reflection and wonder in a vast, indifferent universe. Current detection systems and their limitations demonstrate how little notice we might have of an interstellar hazard. You can almost feel the tension and quiet anticipation as your imagination drifts alongside 3 Atlas, tracing its rapid journey across space, while human instruments strive to detect, track, and analyze its passage. Outside, the night air is still, carrying the faint scent of Earth and ozone, grounding you while your thoughts trace telescopes, radar arrays, and global monitoring networks silently scanning the cosmos. Signals hum, sensors drum, comet drifts where photons come. Imagine the vast networks of observatories and satellites constantly scanning the sky for objects moving beyond our solar system. Detection relies on subtle changes in light, infrared emission, or reflected sunlight. And even with advanced instruments, a fast-moving visitor like 3 Atlas might be spotted only days or weeks before it reaches the inner solar system. Your mind floats alongside these systems, appreciating the delicate balance of precision, patience, and cosmic timing, early alerts, data charts, comet drifts through tracking arts. Picture astronomers analyzing images, measuring positions, and updating simulations in real time. Even small delays in detection can translate into missed opportunities for observation or mitigation. Yet the act of watching, measuring, and predicting creates a quiet rhythm, a meditative cadence of human ingenuity meeting interstellar reality. Each data point becomes a gentle note in the symphony of cosmic awareness. Detection limits, signal flits, comet drifts through radar hits. You can imagine the challenges. 3I Atlas moving at extraordinary speed, faint in brightness and invisible to the naked eye, slipping through gaps in observation until algorithms catch its subtle presence. Scientists carefully calculate orbit, mass, and potential hazards. Each calculation, a meditation on patience, probability, and preparedness. Your imagination floats alongside these invisible signals, tracing the comet's path with calm attentiveness. Alert systems hum, telescopes drum, comet drifts where warnings come. Imagine rapid notifications sent to research teams, satellites being tasked to follow, and simulations updating continuously. Even with advanced systems, the limitations are clear. Notice might be short, margins thin, and decisions urgent. Yet in the quiet observation and careful calculation, there is both reassurance and a poetic reminder of the scale of space, the patience of physics, and human diligence. Infrared beams, optical dreams, comet drifts through cosmic streams. Picture scientists running simulations of potential impact scenarios based on minimal data, extrapolating trajectories and probabilities from faint observations. Each model is both a tool and a meditation, offering insight into what might occur, how to respond, and how to continue observing. Even if the probability of collision is extremely low, the preparation reflects human resilience, foresight, and curiosity. Limitations seen, data gleaned, comet drifts where knowledge leaned. You might imagine that future improvements in detection, larger telescopes, better algorithms, and space-based observatories will increase notice time, allowing for longer, more careful analysis. Yet the lesson remains. The universe is vast, interstellar travelers are swift, and human systems, though ingenious, are still constrained by physics and observation limits. Your mind drifts with this gentle tension, appreciating both preparedness and humility. Early warning hums, probability drums, comet drifts as caution comes. Imagine a faint stream of dust or a subtle variation in light, giving the first hint of an approaching interstellar object. The process is quiet, methodical, and meditative. Detection, verification, orbit calculation, and dissemination of information. Even the limitations are part of the lesson, teaching patience, reflection, and appreciation for the precision of human observation in the face of cosmic scale. Signals track, orbits stack, comet drifts through virtual flak. Picture satellites adjusting instruments to capture fleeting glimpses, radar arrays tracing motion, and scientists comparing observations across continents. Each second of notice is precious, each measurement a thread in the tapestry of understanding. The comet's passage becomes a gentle reminder of both the universe's indifference and the quiet ingenuity of humanity, watching, calculating, and learning. So tonight, as you drift alongside 3I Atlas, imagine the global networks of observation, striving to detect and understand its approach. Picture telescopes, satellites, and alert systems working in quiet harmony, tracing faint signals and translating them into understanding. Feel the rhythm of anticipation, the meditation of preparation, and the serene awe of observing a comet moving silently across the solar system, a reminder of both cosmic scale and human vigilance. Theoretical proposals include laser nudges, magnetic deflection, or other futuristic interventions for potential threats. You can almost feel the gentle hum of imagination as your mind drifts alongside 3I Atlas, envisioning distant spacecraft, beams of light, and invisible magnetic fields interacting subtly with an interstellar visitor. Outside, the night air is cool and still, scented faintly with damp earth, grounding you while your thoughts float through scenarios of human ingenuity, physics, and quiet anticipation. Laser glints, space-time hints, comet drifts through futuristic mints. Imagine beams of concentrated light aimed at tiny particles of the comet's tail, gently imparting momentum over weeks or months. The effect is delicate, barely perceptible in the short term, yet cumulative, guiding the comet's trajectory with patient precision. Your mind drifts along with the photons, tracing their path as they subtly influence ice, dust, and energy, creating a slow-motion dance of physics and imagination. Magnetic flow, currents show, comet drifts, where theories grow. Picture theoretical devices generating magnetic fields to exert minuscule forces on charged particles from 3I Atlas. Even if the nucleus itself is unaffected, the tail and surrounding ions could be nudged, demonstrating a quiet interplay between human ingenuity and cosmic mechanics. You sense the gentle balance between what is achievable and what remains speculative, a meditative exploration of possibility and preparation. Propulsion hums, spacecraft strums, comet drifts through theoretical sums. You might imagine futuristic orbiters or interstellar probes carrying these technologies, each designed to interact subtly with the comet without altering its natural elegance. Every calculation, simulation, and theoretical intervention becomes a quiet meditation on patience, precision, and the interconnectedness of energy, motion, and human creativity. Your mind floats gently through these imagined operations, tracing cause, effect, and quiet wonder. Laser nudges, particles budge, comet drifts through silent judge. Imagine scientists simulating different wavelengths, power levels, and angles to optimize the effect of laser-based deflection, all while maintaining safety and precision. Each scenario is a gentle exploration of physics applied creatively, an intersection of imagination and methodical planning. The process is calm, deliberate, and inspiring, encouraging reflection on what humanity can achieve while respecting the vastness of space. Magnetic sway, subtle play, comet drifts through thoughtful day. You can picture charged particle streams responding to engineered fields, shifting their motion slowly yet predictably. The interplay of natural forces and human intervention becomes poetic, a meditation on the possibilities of technology, energy, and cosmic understanding. Even speculative scenarios teach lessons in patience, observation, and creative problem solving. Energy flows, theory shows, comet drifts where planning goes. Imagine combining laser and magnetic strategies in coordinated simulations, testing outcomes and refining predictions. Each virtual interaction offers insight into how small interventions, applied with precision, could mitigate potential hazards while respecting the comet's natural motion. Your mind drifts alongside these calculations, sensing the calm elegance of human ingenuity, meeting interstellar opportunity. Photon trail, forces hail, comet drifts, where ideas sail. Picture future scientists applying these interventions, adjusting for speed, mass, and composition of 3I Atlas. Even if practical implementation is decades away, imagining the possibilities provides a quiet meditation on creativity, foresight, and the beauty of theoretical exploration. Your mind floats gently alongside each beam, each field, and each simulation. Speculation hums, insight drums, comet drifts as knowledge comes. You might consider the balance between imagination and physics. Theories remain grounded in laws of motion, energy, and electromagnetism, yet inspire creative solutions to potential threats. 3I Atlas becomes both a teacher and a muse, guiding your reflection on possibility, probability, and the elegance of careful planning across cosmic scales. So tonight, as you drift alongside 3I Atlas, imagine futuristic technologies softly interacting with dust, ions, and energy. Picture laser nudges, magnetic fields, and theoretical spacecraft gently influencing its motion. Feel the rhythm of preparation, imagination, and meditative curiosity, a quiet awe at the human capacity to think, simulate, and anticipate, all while respecting the vast, silent poetry of an interstellar visitor, silently passing through our solar system. Continuous observation is key, with telescopes and space probes tracking changes in speed, trajectory, and composition in real time. You can almost feel the quiet rhythm of measurement as your imagination drifts alongside 3I Atlas, moving silently through space, while human eyes and instruments follow every subtle motion. Outside, the night air is calm and cool, carrying the faint scent of dew and soil, grounding you as your thoughts trace observatories, satellites, and probes, silently scanning the comet's passage. Telescopes hum, cameras drum, comet drifts through sensors sum. Imagine observatories around the world, focusing on 3I Atlas, measuring light curves, spectrum, and subtle outgassing. Each observation provides insight into composition, rotation, and trajectory, offering a quiet reassurance that even a fast-moving visitor can be monitored carefully. Your mind floats alongside these instruments, sensing the gentle rhythm of continuous observation, a meditation on patience, precision, and cosmic awareness. Orbiting probes, data flows, comet drifts where tracking goes. Picture spacecraft in heliocentric orbits, adjusting instruments to record sublimation, particle emission, and velocity. Each adjustment is a small act of care, translating cosmic motion into human understanding. Even minor changes in speed or tail composition are noted, analyzed, and modeled, revealing the subtle influence of 3I Atlas on surrounding space and its own evolution. Light curves rise, instruments wise, comet drifts through attentive eyes. You might imagine astronomers plotting observations in real time, comparing datasets and updating simulations to refine predictions. Every pixel, every spectrum becomes part of a meditative study of motion, energy, and the delicate ballet of interstellar travel. The comet's hyperbolic trajectory is followed with calm precision, demonstrating the elegance of measurement and the poetry of tracking a visitor from another star system. Dust and ice, particles slice, comet drifts through data's spice. Imagine subtle changes in brightness, revealing outgassing events, shedding ice and dust particles that interact with solar radiation. Probes and telescopes monitor these streams carefully, translating physical processes into models and predictions. Your imagination floats through these quiet observations, appreciating the beauty of meticulous science unfolding alongside cosmic motion. Velocity measures, trajectory treasures, comet drifts through careful pressures. You can picture scientists adjusting for gravitational interactions, calculating perturbations from planets, and measuring the impact of solar radiation pressure. Each calculation is a gentle meditation on probability, scale, and the patient rhythm of observation. The universe is vast, yet even the tiniest cometary signals are recorded, analyzed, and understood, teaching lessons in humility, patience, and careful attention. Spectral lines, subtle signs, comet drifts through analytic pines. Imagine space-based observatories detecting molecules, ions, and subtle emissions from 3I Atlas, adding layers of knowledge about its origin and composition. These continuous observations create a living dataset, slowly unfolding the comet's story across weeks and months. A quiet narrative of motion, chemistry, and interstellar history. Your mind drifts alongside the instruments, tracing invisible currents and ephemeral light. Continuous watch, data swatch, comet drifts through measures match. Picture how even minor variations in the comet's path, rotation, or tail structure are detected, analyzed, and interpreted. Each observation allows scientists to refine models, anticipate potential hazards, and plan future missions with calm precision. The rhythm of observation is gentle, deliberate, and meditative, connecting human ingenuity to cosmic motion. Monitoring hums, science drums, comet drifts, as knowledge comes. You might imagine teams comparing ground-based and orbital data, creating three-dimensional maps of the comet's structure and dynamics. Even small adjustments in trajectory, speed, or composition are noted, forming a poetic tapestry of understanding that blends technology, imagination, and patient observation. Your mind floats quietly with these measurements, sensing the calm elegance of cosmic vigilance. So, tonight, as you drift alongside 3I Atlas, imagine telescopes and space probes following its every move, recording light, particles, and velocity with quiet precision. Picture continuous streams of data translating into knowledge, models, and understanding. Feel the rhythm of observation, the meditation of tracking a visitor from interstellar space, and the serene awe of witnessing a comet's journey unfold in real time, connecting human curiosity with the silent poetry of the cosmos. Even after all calculations and monitoring, 3I Atlas retains its mystery, reminding us that the universe is full of surprises, both subtle and dramatic. You can almost feel the quiet hum of curiosity as your imagination drifts alongside the comet, tracing its hyperbolic path through the vastness of space, while human observers remain alert, fascinated, and humbly uncertain. Outside, the night air is calm and cool, carrying the faint scent of earth and distant rain, grounding you as your mind contemplates both what we know and what remains unknowable. Mystery glides, shadow hides, comet drifts through cosmic tides. Imagine the countless calculations, simulations, and observations undertaken to understand 3I Atlas. Orbital trajectories plotted, spectral data analyzed, and potential hazards evaluated. Despite all this effort, the comet retains an element of unpredictability, a reminder that even the most advanced human knowledge cannot fully capture the complexity and poetry of interstellar phenomena. Your mind drifts gently with this tension between certainty and wonder. Unknown streams, spectral beams, comet drifts through physicists' dreams. You might picture scientists discussing the subtleties of outgassing, minor trajectory deviations, and interactions with solar wind, yet still acknowledging the small margins of uncertainty. Even tiny unknowns can inspire reflection, meditation, and quiet curiosity. Each unanswered question becomes a thread in the fabric of exploration, a gentle invitation to consider both human ingenuity and cosmic vastness. Calculations run, simulations spun, comet drifts through data one. Imagine teams of astronomers tracking 3I Atlas across multiple continents, satellites, and observatories, noting every nuance while realizing that each answer leads to new questions. The mystery is not a frustration, but a meditative space, allowing contemplation of scale, probability, and the elegant indifference of the universe. Your mind floats alongside these efforts, sensing the quiet poetry of exploration. Trajectories bend, light rays send, comet drifts through theories penned. You can visualize researchers comparing 3I Atlas to past interstellar visitors, noting similarities and differences, yet remaining humble before the unknown. Each observation provides insight, but the comet retains its uniqueness, a traveler from a distant star system carrying stories written in ice, dust, and subtle energy. The quiet mystery encourages reflection, patience, and awe. Spectral shifts, solar drifts, comet drifts through cosmic lifts. Imagine the faint glow of its tail as it interacts with sunlight, each particle revealing clues, yet leaving questions unanswered. Even after precise measurements, 3I Atlas retains its individuality, a silent reminder of the limits of observation and the vast possibilities that exist beyond our solar system. Your mind drifts gently with these invisible particles, following them as they journey through space and imagination. Energy hums, uncertainty drums, comet drifts,